Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Chin back with another video. Never mind, don't mind how I'm looking. I'm getting ready for bed, stuff like that. But I just wanted to come out and make a video or to say my piece on the whole major hype and Kirby situation. First of all, domestic abuse is never okay. Whether you're a man or a woman, it's never okay. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you love this person, there is nothing in the world that should bring you to abusing this person. It doesn't matter what the person did to you, it's not okay. Now, with this said, I'm not saying that I believe Kirby's story, nor am I saying that I believe Major Hype's story. It's just my opinion. I wasn't there when whatever went down with them, neither were you. We can only speculate and we can only listen to what each of them are saying. But I always tell you guys this, there's three sides to a story. There's Kirby's side, there's Major Hype's side, and then there's the actual truth. And chances are we'll never know the truth, right? Because as they come, I might agree with Major Hype, and the next person might agree with Kirby. But this is what I don't understand. How is it that you can sit and allow a partnership, a relationship to get so bad to the point where you want to come on social media and disgrace and tear down and degrade each other in such a way? Whether it's true or lies, we'll never know. All right? We'll never know. And again, as I said, domestic abuse is never okay. And it's also said that the person who is being abused, 9 out of 10 times, they will eventually go back to the abuser. And that is true. Sometimes it's lack of independency. It's because of fear of what people might think. It's because of fear that you might think you're not good enough for another person, or 98% of the times it has a lot to do with financial stability. Now let me speak to the ladies first. Ladies, a lot of us tend to sit down and depend on a man to bring home food to put on the table. And we think it's okay. We depend on a man for everything. We depend on a man to buy us clothes. We depend on a man to take us where we want to go. We depend on a man to keep a roof over our heads. Like, we depend on them for everything. And that's where a lot of us are falling into trouble. That's why a lot of us are ending up with these abusive niggers that will beat the crap out of you because you give them the upper hand. You make them believe that without them, there's no you. And that's one of the things that we're doing wrong. A lot of us women will be dating some dude, and yeah, he has money, he has a flashy car, he has a nice house, he's in the limelight, and because we want to be seen, we decide to hook up with this nigger, right? And then he treats you like crap, but you still get up and you're still hanging off his arms, still smiling, Why? Why? Why is it so hard for a lot of today's women try to elevate themselves to the point where they depend on no one but themselves? If you have a man and your man decides you're not getting no money today, you could say, okay, nigga, keep your money. I got mine. What happened to our independence? Our self-confidence? Where did all that go? What happened to our self-esteem? When are we going to learn that dependent on a man is never okay? It's time for us to get up and start showing these niggers that they ain't got nothing over us. They could go out and make their money. We could do the same thing. Right? Now, it is said that he punched her in the eye, black and bruised her eye, broke her phone, beat her up, and all this shit. Now, the thing that bothers me with that story is the fact that it was said that this girl used to be a police officer. A police officer. And she quit her job to be with this dude, to be with Major Hype. Who does that? Which man is gonna make me give up my independence, my job, my bread and butter to be with him? You mad? You crazy? I should give up mine, my independence, to come and sit up in your house like as a housewife? How will you hear that? Which part that can't even normal? So I don't understand. How is it that this chick used to be a cop, gave up her job to be with Major, and to sit down and supposedly have him beat on her? So let me ask you a question. When you were in the academy, they didn't teach you how to defend yourself? That's the question I'm asking, Kirby. When you were being trained to become a police officer, were you trained to defend yourself against bad guys? I'm sure you were. So it's beyond me how supposedly you sat down in a relationship for 2 years and have this man beat on you. I'm sure you know how to defend yourself. Why didn't you report it? You as a cop should know that domestic abuse is not okay, because if you're out there as a cop, I'm sure you get calls on domestic abuse all the time. So how is it that you sat down in an abusive relationship for 2 years and now you're speaking out on it? I'm sure you still had connections with the police force. So if you didn't want to go in and file a formal report, I'm sure you could have pinched one of your police buddies and let them know that this is going on and you need help. So why didn't you do that? That's the question I'm asking you, Kirby. And another thing, allegedly that you were also in, or you were also just coming out of another abusive relationship when you met Major Hype. So the part I don't understand is that you know the signs of abuse, you know the signs of an abuser, and you sat in this relationship for 2 years and have him abuse you. For what reason? You're like, forget your ass, boss. Why did you keep going back As I said, you were just coming out of an abusive relationship, so you know the signs. And I'm sure you saw the signs before he put his hands on you the first time. So why didn't you not leave? Why would you stay in another abusive relationship? That's my question. So, did the relationship go sour and now you're here playing the victim? Question. Not a statement. That's a question. Why didn't you not put a stop to it if he was abusing you for so long? When you knew the signs, you were a cop, so you had the law on your side. Why did you keep going back? Why didn't you not leave after the first time he raised his hands? Why speak out about it now? You see, this is the thing I don't like about people. Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people are going to come for me when I post this video, but I don't care. This is just my opinion. So come for me all you want, it's just my opinion, just as you have your opinion. A lot of us sit there, and as soon as we see a woman come out with a black eye, oh, he's an abuser, he's a woman beater, he's that, he's that. Do you know how many men get abused daily by their partners? Do you know how many aggressive females are out there that beat on their men? But we don't hear about that. We only hear about the women being abused. Who is going to speak up for the men who are being abused? Men get abused daily, just like how women get abused daily. But you don't hear about it because most men have this ego that they need to protect. So they're not going to sit there and talk to their brethren about their women beating them. No, because they're going to say, oh, you're a big man, you're a dude, like, why are you having a woman beat on you? So they're not going to speak up and say anything because they want to protect their ego. Just like how when women are being abused, they don't say anything because they don't have the financial stability, they don't have the confidence to speak up. So I've watched Kirby's video and I've watched Major Hype's video. And I see people bashing both Major Hype and Kirby. Look, I'm a fan of Major Hype. I like his shit. I think he's a funny dude. But if he really did hit that lady, he needs to get what's coming to him. And if Kirby is making up all these stories, she needs to get what's coming to her too. Because if she's making up all this stories, she's tarnishing this guy's career, this guy's character. For what? For her selfish reasons? And if he really did hit her, he needs to get his ass beat down too. Because how dare you lay a hand on a woman? How dare you? Look, Major Hype brought out a lot of receipts. A lot of receipts. Possibly it's one of those niggers that fucked you or that you were messing with leaked the video. It could possibly be the same person. that recorded you leaked the video. And the thing she keeps saying, why would Major I put out the video like that? She knows I have a son. And why did you make that video? Didn't you know you have a son then? Because I'm assuming that the child is of age where this video was made after that. I'm assuming. I'm not saying, I'm just assuming. So if that's the case, when you were making this video, you didn't think about your child then? And what woman of class would be having sex in a public washroom? Who does that? Which lady with class or a woman with class would do such a thing? I don't know any. Because as much as I'm married, and at times people in relationships, they want to do freaky shit. They'll want to explore. A public place is never okay to be intimate. Call me boring, I don't care. But I just think certain things should be kept in a bedroom or in the privacy of your home. Look, we will never know the truth about this. We will never know. We can only speculate. But if Kirby was really being abused by Major Hype, I think she should press charges. And I hope that she has learned something about being in abusive relationships. Because as I said, this wouldn't have been the first one she's been in. So she knows the sign. And I would hope that she will heal from this. But if she's making up these stories, I hope to God that you're not doing this just to ruin this man's name. Hey, a lot of people are going to come for me in the comment section. I don't care. It's just my opinion. Let me know what you think about this situation in the comment section. Until then, good night.